Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now in this video, I will be reviewing the City Toys Wolverines which they have released so far, which currently is their copy of the MAFEX Brown Suit Wolverine and the MAFEX Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Now, to answer one of the questions from the comments that I got during the unboxing of the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, the Tiger Stripe Wolverine is still undersized. It is still not the same size as the original MAFEX. I know that City Toys have released an update that moving forward they will be updating the scale of the releases of their figures, but I believe that that will start with the Rebel Tech version to Spider-Man, which I'm really excited that if they will release that this year. Because to be honest, guys, despite of the fact that I love MyFX, I actually buy their original products. I'm starting to if there's one positive thing that City Toys have done to me during my review of their releases, I started to actually like Rebel Tech, the Missing Yamaguchi, because those Venom figure, the Agent Venom and Anti Venom that they release, I believe they are better copies of figures compared to the MAFEX one, because I really think that the main problem, despite not just this Wolverine, even the Spider-Man one, is because they are undersized. Those metal joints keep showing on the joints of their uh, arms and elbows and what's that? Man, it's New Year and my brain's going blank. Elbows and the knees, yeah. But if they do correct the scale of the figure, maybe they can fix that. But my worry is if they are gonna do that, will they be reissuing this same figures again with the corrected scale? And are you guys gonna double dip on it if they do that? Anyway, guys, that's just something for you guys to think about. For now, let us continue with the review of these two Wolverine figures. But don't take my word for it. Here is the actual comparison. So the figures in the middle are the City Toys, and this is an original MAFEX figure. This is also an original MAFEX figure. Now, the reason that I actually started collecting City Toys is because I don't have an original brown costume Wolverine, because, well, I just really can't find any. And I hope also moving forward, the City Toys will also create, this X-Force costume Wolverine. Though maybe I won't buy that anymore, but nah, maybe I'll still take it just for the sake of, making a comparison, since I'm doing a YouTube video of action figures. Anyway, as you can see, guys, City Toys is still a little undersized. But since they don't have the same mold, the only advantage of this Tiger Stripe Wolverine is that it is more bulkier on the upper torso, as compared to the brown costume Wolverine. But when it comes to claws, the brown costume Wolverine I think is better, because I don't know, I'm just really not a fan of these straight claws. I kind of wish that City Toys actually changed this to look more like this claws. Anyway, there's a possibility that they might create one moving forward, especially if they're gonna do a scale correction, because they did do that on the Scarlet Spider. They did give him a corrected hoodie with the correct logo. And so let's hope that happens. Now, as for accessories, both figure came with two alternate heads, with one unmasked head, and then an additional two sets of alternate hands, wherein the claws are not retracted. Now, this may not be the fault of City Toys because these are MAFEX design. What I really find missing in this figure is the fact that none of them have a must head that have that is really like this one, shouting or open mouth mad, like mad ravaging head sculpt. This one, this one I guess passes mad, but I kind of hope that they have a version of a mess head with this, with this expression. None of them have it though, because if you will look at the unmessed of this one, this expression is pretty neutral, and this is actually the one defaulted to me out of the box, and it's also neutral. Now when it comes to the brown one, this is the neutral one, and then this one is kind of smiling actually, not grinning or mad. Anyway, if you're curious if the alternate head of this one would fit on the other figure, I think they will, but let's try it because I think as far as the color is concerned, uh, despite of the fact that the brown Wolverine's skin is more tan, I guess, I don't think that will be a problem. Now, here is the Tiger Stripe Wolverine with one of the alternate head of the brown costume Wolverine. Yeah, I guess it is noticeable that the skin of this mess is a little bit more tan, and because I just noticed now that the Tiger Stripe Wolverine have really more, light colored skin. But if that doesn't bother you, I just want to show that yeah, they do have they do, you can swap their head sculpt. Now, for full disclosure, I had an issue with this one out of the box as far as the leg joint is concerned, because the leg joints were too tight. If you saw my unboxing video of this one, I had a problem making him kick forward and backward and even doing the bend down, because the joints were just too tight, and I did say at that video that maybe it needs some heating up in order to loosen it. Well, to be honest guys, it didn't just took heating up to lose them. It actually took maybe heating it up 5 times, because the second or third time that I tried to heat it up, it still wouldn't work, and that's when I tried adding uh, baby oil. I don't know if you can hear it. The joints are still pretty tight. I added some baby oil there in order to make it more, slippery, or in order to loosen the joint. Because to be honest, this is an issue that is new to me. Uh, Most of the time, the things that I have are used in order to tighten up the joint. This is the first time that I actually had to loosen a joint. So if you guys know anything that can be used in order for that purpose, can you please leave it in the comment? Because in my case, I just used normal baby oil, and it really took a lot of time and testing and before I was able to loosen them. And to be honest, they are still a little tight. If you can hear the noise that it creates. See, I'm still actually scared moving it backward because it's still too tight. But at least now it can kick forward now, and then I can do the bend them now in a way. Yeah, but again, it took a lot of heating up and some baby oil. On the other hand, when it came to this brown Wolverine, the joints are actually pretty perfect. This is actually the first City Toys that I bought because, as I said, I don't have the original brand Wolverine, and that's when I was actually very surprised because the joints are very tight, but not as tight wherein it was a problem compared to the yellow one. And the legs, despite making that sound, it's not really scary to, to move them because they are not as tight as the yellow stripe, as the tiger stripe one. This is actually what convinced me to buy the other products of CD Toys because for a bootleg figure, these are actually pretty good. Now, looking at the two, I don't think they have the same mold because of the fact that they have the tiger stripe one have a molded detail, which is not in here. So I'm assuming that they are two completely different molds. So as far as the articulation goes, though, they are the same. But I did notice that the advantage that this tiger stripe had to this brown one is that this brown. Oh, okay. Did it move? Did I? Maybe it's just okay. Maybe it's just tight because I had a hard time making him lean forward. Okay, we can do it now. I guess I just had to lighten it up. That was actually a lucky accident because, yeah, I was actually about to say that the tiger stripe one can lean forward better, but now that that happened, so I guess that is an issue with the brown figure that I did not really know. But after that, I think I was able to fix it. Yeah, he can lean forward better now. Anyway, guys, that is my review of the Wolverine one. I can't even rank them like what I did in the with their City Toys Spider-Man releases because well, there's only two of them and they're both awesome. As compared to my Spider-Man video, wherein I think you can see the improvement as they move along. But I guess they already started hitting the right spot when they created this brown Wolverine because this is the one that actually started it all for me. Which, again, despite of the fact that the problem that I had with this one on the tight joint on the legs, it is still fixable. And to be honest, for the price, for a tiger stripe Wolverine, it is actually it is actually a steal, a good deal because it is actually very hard to find a tiger stripe Wolverine now. Despite of the fact that it was already reissued, I still remember the night that I spent just waiting for this on Amiyami to go on pre-order because yeah, it was very tough. They sell that they sell out pretty fast, and then your only option is to buy it on the second market. I mean aftermarket, which is usually double. I guess in this case of this one, it is even triple the price now. So this is a very good alternative for you guys, and I can actually give uh, my stamp of approval that they are good figures despite of the fact that they are bootlegs. And I hope on if there's another positive that we can get because as I said, these are bootlegs. I know that City Toy is doing a pretty good job for this one, but again, they're still bootlegs. They're still not doing their own design. This is MAFEX design. I hope in a way MAFEX start reissuing this more, although I got an info that maybe because they can't really freely do that because it depends on the license. I don't know. Some kind of licensing issue. That's why they rarely reissue some stuff. I still haven't got the original Chimley Cyclops from MAFEX because they just don't reissue that very pretty, rarely. They just reissue that very rarely. And when they reissue it, it usually sells out pretty fast. So I hope in a way the positive that this will do is that Mapex will try to reissue in demand figures that they've released previously, and also for the secondary market one to at least reduce their price because they are not because there's now a third option for us collector, which is to buy the city toys, which are cheaper. Anyway, guys, if you reached this part of my video, thanks a lot. If you like my video, please don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, guys, enjoy life and keep collecting.